Hey guys, so you all seemed to really enjoy that video yesterday, so I thought I better do a part two while it's kind of still fresh in my mind. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna give you 5 more suggestions for healthy, delicious foods that I buy. All right, the first one that I'm going to show you is another tea because the tea that I showed you in yesterday's video, I do have that every single morning after breakfast. And this other tea is a tea that I drink sometimes in the afternoon, not every day, but this is kind of like a treat type tea because it's yogi green tea kombucha. Now, kombucha is very good for you. It supplies antioxidants and it's supposed to have a lot of nutritional benefits. If you want to look it up, it's kombucha. But the brand of tea is Yogi, and this is absolutely delicious because it has organic passion fruit flavor and organic plum flavor. And so it's like a fruity tasting tea because kombucha actually does not taste good at all. So I think they put that in there to kind of cover up the fact that kombucha doesn't taste good. Um, and I don't really think green tea tastes that great either, to be honest with you. But this is delicious. It also has lemongrass, spearmint leaf, and the kombucha is from fermented black tea. But another reason why this is really good is this only has 15 milligrams of caffeine as compared to 90 milligrams in coffee. So that's a big difference. And if you're trying to be careful about your blood pressure, then this is a good option because it doesn't have hardly any caffeine in it. By the way, speaking of blood pressure, I went to the doctor's yesterday. He did not put me on blood pressure medication. Um, I I couldn't believe it. I was shocked, but the first thing he said to me was, when you walk in there and they call your name, the first thing they do is weigh you. And the first thing he said to me when he walked into the examination room is, "Congratulations, you lost 10 pounds since our last visit." And it had only been a month. And I said, "Yeah, and I lost 10 pounds before the stroke. So I've lost 20 pounds. Actually, I've lost 23 pounds because according to my scale now, I'm 3 pounds less than what they said I was because, of course, they were weighing me fully clothed with shoes on and everything. But so then he, I said, "You gave me homework." In other words, he wanted me to write down my blood pressure every day until my next appointment, which was a month later. And so I gave him the paper and he looked at all the numbers. And of course, they took my blood pressure there. And he said, "You're doing everything you can possibly do to be healthy." He said, "You're exercising every day, you're eating healthy, you're uh, losing weight." And I'm not overweight anymore. I'm normal weight. I'm within normal range now. And for my height and everything. And he said, "So I feel like, these numbers are okay." He said, "You can still kind of tweak your diet a little bit if you want and just be, careful. Continue to do what you're doing," he said, "and I think you're going to be all right with that." So he said, "But, we're going to keep you on the statin drug, not because of my cholesterol, because my cholesterol is actually fine. But the drug that I'm on, the statin drug that I'm on, has been shown to prevent strokes. So it's kind of like an anti-stroke drug for me. So, and also take a low dosage aspirin, which, slightly thins out your blood. So that helps too. But yeah, he didn't put me on the blood pressure medication. So yay, yay me, because I've been really working hard at this. So, anyways, my point is this tea is very low in caffeine, but it's delicious. So if you're trying to watch your blood pressure, this is good because it doesn't have hardly anything in it. All right, the next thing I'm going to show you, if you make anything that includes breadcrumbs, this is a great substitute for breadcrumbs because it's got a lot of nutrition in it. Organic ground flaxseed. I use this in place of breadcrumbs, and it's much better for you. Look up, research flaxseed health benefits, and you'll see that this is a lot better for you than breadcrumbs. So, like for example, I made fish recently, and I coated the fish with the breadcrumbs, and I sprinkled a bunch of different spices on there and just baked it in the oven. And you know what stinks about baked fish though is it releases like all the water from the fish while it's cooking, and I don't really like wet fish, so I think I'm going to try a different method next time. But this is a great substitute. There's another recipe that I used to make for breakfast that involved eggs. Oh, geez, I don't remember what it was called now, but it was um, it was an egg thing that you made, and you mixed this in with the eggs, and then you put in some spices and cooked it like as if it was almost like a pancake, and it was really delicious. But yeah, I don't know if I still have that recipe or not, but my point is this is very versatile and it's good for you. So now I'm gonna go get the things that are in the refrigerator and the freezer to show you. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I grew up eating a lot of very unhealthy foods when I was a kid. My mother has never been interested in nutrition, and one of the things that we ate on a regular basis was hot dogs. Now, hot dogs are so bad for you that it's really not a good idea for anybody to be eating hot dogs. So I found a healthier substitute. There's no meat in these. It's Morningstar Farms Veggie Dogs. And these taste just like real hot dogs, but they're made from plants. The ingredients are water, wheat gluten, dextrose, contains 2% or less of salt, brown sugar, methyl cellulose, spices, yeast extract, maltodextrin, onion powder, pea protein, natural flavors, garlic powder, carrageenan, xanthan gum, sugar, paprika extract color, carrot concentrate for color, tomato lycopene extract for color, paprika color, yeast, and radish concentrate for color. Now, could they be healthier? Yes, but did you notice that there's no palm oil or soy or, you know, really, really bad stuff? There is a little bit of, there's 2 grams of sugar, which that's not a lot. And it does have 370 milligrams of sodium in one hot dog. So, you know, please don't eat these every day. But when you're really craving a hot dog, you can keep a box of these in your freezer, and I just boil it. It can also be grilled or microwaved, but I just boil it for 8 minutes. And then, all right, let me put this back in the freezer. And then what I do is I take that veggie dog and I take a piece of bread and just fold it in half and try to like form it into the shape of a hot dog roll, because it's impossible to find healthy hot dog rolls. I've looked, and I'm eating whole grains now. I'm not eating any bread products that are not whole grains, and you cannot find whole grain hot dog rolls. They just don't exist. So I take one piece of the bread that I do buy, fold it in half and just put the hot dog in there and put some mustard and relish in there, and it feels like I'm eating a real hot dog, but not without all the bad stuff. Now, what kind of bread do I buy? Dave's Killer Bread. If you know, you know. They make a whole bunch of different kinds of bread, and it's all absolutely delicious and very healthy. It's organic, non-GMO. They put interesting things in there like seeds, and it's just read the labels on the different ones. This is the one that I happen to have, but sometimes I buy different ones. But the story behind this company is kind of cool too, because this guy that founded this company, Dave, that's Dave right there. Dave was in prison, and while he was in prison, he decided he wanted to turn his life around. And when he got out of prison, he started this bread company, and it became a success. But it's absolutely delicious and readily available at pretty much any place that sells bread. And if you've never tried it, it is so, so delicious that it will spoil you for most other breads. Now, the other bread that I buy is Joseph's Flax, Oat Bran, and Whole Wheat Pita Bread. They're little tiny pita breads. And the reason why I buy this is I make another food that is not very good for you. And this is a healthier substitute because it's flax, oat bran, and whole wheat bread. So I put one of these on a little tray that goes in the oven. I use my toaster oven all the time because a lot of times I'm just making food for me if my husband's at work or whatever. So I just put one of these on the toaster oven tray, and then I take, wait a minute, and then I take this Contadina Pizza Squeeze Original. This is pizza sauce that comes in a squeeze bottle. So convenient. I just squeeze a couple tablespoons onto the pita bread and then spread it out with a fork. And then I put that cheese that I showed you yesterday, the Chow plant-based shreds by Field Roast. I sprinkle that on top. Oh, before I put the cheese on, though, I put spices, and then I put the shredded cheese on there, and then sometimes I'll put mushroom pieces and bake it in the toaster oven for 15 minutes on 350, and it's fantastic and so much better for you than regular pizza, because regular pizza is loaded with cholesterol and fat. And I mean, this is made from fat too because it's made from coconut oil. But coconut oil is healthy fat, and dairy cheese is the bad cholesterol that makes the bad cholesterol go up in your blood. So this kind of cholesterol is much better for you. So yeah, but this is so convenient. Anytime you want to just make a little pizza, you can just keep this in the refrigerator and squeeze a little bit on the miniature pita bread. And a pizza, if you make it the way I just described, is less than 200 calories for that little miniature pizza. So that's not bad at all. So those are my next 5 healthy, delicious foods. And well, that was actually 6, but you get the gist of it. And I hope you enjoyed that. And I recommend all these things. Eat them not every day, but I do eat them on a regular basis. But that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching. And if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Bye.